As you know, today is the day of DEHYA's banner drop day, and nobody is excited for her banner drop as I am.
Not scientifically possible!
Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Gib, and DEHYA has finally come out. She's a Pyro 5-star Claymore, and this is going to be a guide showcasing her teams and her talents, as well as some artifacts you could be using with those. Now, I have been able to test DEHYA out, and I'm going to test her out live on Twitch. I do stream, link in the description, comments, I also will be triple crowning her day one, testing her out in Abyss. Do plan to main her in the future. And I also main her counterpart. A lot of people like to say Jinyan, and she's not very different. Besides, she has like some different passives and stuff, but she's pretty much almost identical. But let's get right into it with DEHYA's talents. Let's start with her normal attack. Normal attack is a 4 attack string. Next, we have DEHYA's skill, which has a unique absorption mechanic, and it has this 2-part combo. It has one where she presses it, she places it on the field. Then her second cast, she's going to place it on the field again in whatever location she's standing. However, this doesn't refresh the cooldown, as you're going to see in 2 seconds here. The cooldown is going to still be going down, so do keep that in mind. This skill has a 20-second cooldown overall, so you'd have like 8 seconds of downtime. This field also has a mechanic where if people on your team attack in it, it's going to do an attack similar to like Albedo. And also going to give damage absorption. As you can see, DEHYA's HP is ticking down right now. Also keep in mind that Xingqiu and Beidou's damage resistance will not change the amount of HP that DEHYA is going to mitigate. She will still do the same amount because it already calculates it. Now, DEHYA's burst is very simple. She just casts it. And she will do a bunch of hits of AoE pyro damage, and then at the end she does one big hit for more damage, the higher scaling. However, do keep in mind, since her burst is counted as just burst damage, it will not be able to activate something like Xingqiu or Beidou's burst, since they only activate off of normal and charge attacks. Okay, now I'd like to talk about some DEHYA teams and artifacts you could use with these teams, because DEHYA has a support role or a DPS role, something like a Mono Pyro team, or she could be in something like a Zhao or Hu Tao team where she gives you damage reduction and off-field pyro. And you can also get pyro resonance. For the Mono Pyro team here, it's just classic Bennett, Zhongling, Kazuha, and then DEHYA as a slot. You're mainly going to be doing damage with her burst. And I do have C6 Bennett, but if you didn't have C6 Bennett, this team would still work. You just would need to make sure that you're not going on DEHYA unless you're bursting, because then you wouldn't have Pyro Infusion, so you'd just be wasting field time. With Mono Pyro, artifacts you'd probably want to be using are Emblem or Lava Walker. However, I'd highly recommend Emblem because DEHYA does have a lot of energy to get her burst, because her E does not generate energy on cast. It actually only generates energy after it hits something, kind of like how Layla's thing has to charge up before it does it. So highly recommend Emblem for that. Next we have a Burning team. I personally would not recommend going Burning with DEHYA because Burning's already cope, and then DEHYA has really low scalings. You high key would probably struggle to clear Abyss with this, but you could use this open world. Then we have a DEHYA Burgeon team. DEHYA Burgeon, either going to be Flower Paradise Lost, Gilded, or like a 2-piece, and then triple EM. This also a little bit copium because of how DEHYA's off-field pyro is. It's like only every 2.5 seconds, which is, yeah. Next we have using DEHYA as off-field for like tenacity buff and then interruption resistance. You can do like a Ganyu Melt team. Then you can also do Zhao, Hu Tao, Yoimiya, pretty much just helping your on-field DPS not get interrupted, increasing the team's functionality. For a team where you have DEHYA just as like a interruption support, I would definitely put her on tenacity and just build HP so she can tank the damage. And our last ultimatum best DEHYA team of all time is the No DEHYA Special. This is literally just Hyper Bloom and you have DEHYA on the team. You do not cast your E, do not cast your burst, you don't do nothing, you're just normal attack. This will clear because it's Hyper Bloom. Okay, I am also going to be doing a DEHYA Abyss clear. I'm going to be using Mono Pyro. This is my stats. I'm running 68, 183, 156 ER. Pretty decent, pretty decent. I'm going to be running her weapon, R1, the Beacon of the Red Sea. And then we have 4-piece emblem, C0 obviously, and talents are going to be 999. So, yeah, let's get into it.